Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the 10 best states to live in USA. Have you been dreaming about relocating within the United States but don't know where to begin? Like never before, our homes have become an essential part of our lives. Today they are considerably more than the houses that we stay in. They are developing into our work environments, schools for our kids, and places of refuge that provide shelter, steadiness, and insurance for our families through the health crisis. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 best states to live in USA. Have you ever considered moving to a new state in the US for better life and opportunities? You probably have, at some point, considered several factors like job market, median household income, cost of living, quality of life, personal finance, etc. to figure out where best to move. There are a lot of factors about where you live that can impact your fulfillment and your happiness. Hence, moving to another area isn't a choice that ought to be made lightly. Last year, only around 8.4% of Americans moved, which represents a historic low for our restlessness, perhaps because of income blows due to COVID, as well as the plethora of home improvement projects that made us appreciate home more. But now, as 2022 is more than halfway gone, some are perhaps thinking of moving. And choosing which state to live in is an important decision. Do you crave access to the ocean? Are you more interested in mountains, prairies, or deserts? Are you a city person or someone who doesn't want a neighbor within 10 miles? We have studied the data to compare all 50 states across 52 comparison points of livability, from housing costs and income growth to education standards, safety, quality of life, and the quality of hospital care. You'll usually tell your state or state where you have lived before when someone asks you what the best state in which to live is. Their response might differ if you ask a neighbor, a peer, or a relative. Based on various variables, the best nations are different in their view. One individual might prefer a state because the population is not strong. Due to the temperature, anyone else might love another state. It is hard to decide which state. We all have views about what best makes something. The study reports on the best state to remain in the United States based on various factors. Be aware that these measures have been taken since 2022. These are the recent findings from reports such as the US Census and other national polls. It takes some time to check the following results, which states give the best standard of living. The points for each measure were applied to determine the best state to live in. Now let's dig deeper into each of the 10 best states to live in USA. Number 10 on the list of best states to live in USA is Florida. In the recently released 2022 to 2023 Best Places to Live in the United States, the Sunshine State struggled in terms of affordability and desirability. The aggregation offers insight into the 150 most populous metropolitan areas of the nation based on various characteristics, including quality of life. Tourist bureaus and marketing firms use it to attract tourists and potential residents. Florida was one of the most popular places in the country last year, with new residents following their lead and moving down there. However, based on real estate data, there are indications that the market may not continue to heat up as much as it once did. Florida is the 10th best state in the USA to live in. In education and healthcare, Florida ranks 8th and 25th, first in economics and 26th in crime. Number 9 on the list of best states to live in USA is Massachusetts. It is second an educated place and second a healthcare country. In economy, crime, and correction, the state also ranks 7th. Massachusetts is a house to some of the largest hospitals, such as General Hospital Massachusetts and Boston's Children's Hospital. The state is rich in traditions as well. According to the main criteria above, Massachusetts is one of the safest states in the US to live in. The vast coastal fields, bustling towns, rolling hills, and the peninsula of Cape Cod are dotted with stunning bays and rivers in this well-built state. Number 8 on the list of best states to live in USA is Wisconsin. Wisconsin is the 8th best state in the country to live in or migrate to. Healthcare and education in Wisconsin are ranked 15th and 8th, respectively. The state ranks 25th in the rankings for crime and corrections and 26th in the rankings for the economy. Every Wisconsin municipality has unique charm and qualities, making our nation probably the finest choice for anyone looking to live and work somewhere that supports their lifestyle. Wisconsin, one of the most amazing states in the Union, is a wonderful place to call home. There is no logical explanation for why everyone hasn't completely relocated to Wisconsin, because it is genuine. Number 7 on the list of best states to live in USA is Virginia. Virginia is suited to a diverse variety of tastes, stunning natural beautiful places, and large and small cities. Virginia is America's 7th largest state by area. Half the ground is covered with woodland, and the Columbia District is just a short drive from the country's capital. It gives families a secure place to call home and its geographical location. The towns of Virginia are as beautiful and distinctive as the nation. A few of them are right across the coast. It is also considered the richest state in the world. We don't assume that money is the treatment of satisfaction, but it certainly helps you live a happy life in Virginia. Number 6 on the list of best states to live in USA is Nebraska. Nebraska, which is less costly than the national average, is one of the most accessible countries in America. In Nebraska, residents enjoy many outdoor attractions like amusement parks and lovely little villages. Omaha, Lincoln, and Scottsbluff are the safest places to settle in Nebraska and rank America's 9th best state. Nebraska is home to 5 Fortune 500 businesses and has one of the world's lowest unemployment rates. The soil and landscape and major towns and villages have an equal share of Nebraska's population. Number 5 on the list of best states to live in USA is Idaho. The state has especially benefited from its recent economic boom. Idaho has the fastest growing economy in the nation and the nation's second highest 5-year GDP growth rate at 17%. The unemployment rate sits at 2.8%, significantly lower than the national average. The state ranks 10th in crime and corrections rankings, 3rd in the economy, 24th in health, and 29th in education. For organizations, the business climate in Idaho is thriving. Energy, research, innovation, and agribusiness are just a few examples of the many small and large enterprises experiencing remarkable success. Number 4 on the list of best states to live in USA is New Hampshire. New Hampshire is the 4th ranker for the natural environment and the 13th for education. New Hampshire is a happy living state. The area near Quebec, Canada, took many French Canadians back to their territory. New Hampshire is fascinating and ranks 5th of the population today with French Canadian origins. In Portsmouth, particularly, the labor market is solid, with the lowest unemployment rates among the 50 strongest employment markets of 372 metropolitan areas in USA. Number 3 on the list of best states to live in USA is Utah. Utah is a unique country with stunning national and state parks, top ski resorts, and natural beauty, which you can't find anywhere else on this planet. Utah's people enjoy a high quality of living, low crime rates, and lovely scenery, with 5 national parks in the Americas. Utah is the 4th best country in which to live. Utah is also cheaper than its Colorado neighbor. In education, Utah is ranked education 10th, healthcare 11th, economics 1st, and crime and correction 8th. Utah also features beautiful nature and 5 national parks. The 2002 Olympic Winter Games are considered to be held in Salt Lake City. Number 2 on the list of best states to live in USA is Minnesota. Minnesota has some of the most beautiful landmarks in America. The scene goes from the flickering nightlife to the enormous wild in the state. For the natural environment and opportunity, Minnesota ranks 8th. Minnesota has a healthy economy and state-of-the-art music and leisure accessibility to work and play. You know that over 10,000 lakes and natural reservoirs exist in Minnesota. Minnesota boasts the beautiful Lake Itasca, alongside Lake Superior, that covers its national frontiers. The crowded large cities of Minnesota and some of the most friendly citizens are the smartest and greenest in the world, making it the 2nd best U.S. state in 2022. Number 1 on the list of best states to live in USA is Washington. Washington is the safest place to remain in 2022 and is one of the country's most prosperous and economically liberal nations. The economy is still one of the highest in terms of life expectancy and low unemployment. Economy and education are ranked 4th in Washington, healthcare 8th, and infrastructure 2nd. Washington is also one of the greenest and has spectacular landscapes to match. Furthermore, the citizens will not pay salaries, have prosperous careers and multinational business partnerships, and have numerous higher education options. So, these are the top 10 best states to live in. Which is your favorite state among the top 10 best states to live in USA? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 best states to live in USA in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.